Hello. I'm going to have a word with the weather forecast or something, because I've been waiting all week for Saturday. It rolls round and what happens? It absolutely buckets down all day. I can't have this. I've got things to do. So annoying. Oh dear. Yeah, it's been absolutely chucking it down. Which is quite annoying because, like I say, you know, you make plans, don't you? You know, at work all week, it's dark during the evenings. I want to come down here, I want to get something done. Oh wait, you can't. It's going to chuck it down. And it's not been like, you know, drizzle. It's been, what's the rain? That's the word. Heavy rain. The stuff that gets you wet as well, which is the main negative point of rain. Yeah, just not really been able to get down here, not been able to do anything. So annoying. I'm going to take, if I can, a few parsnips out. They've been left in the ground probably way too long. I'm going to have a dig, see if there's any good, because if they are, I'm going to make myself a nice bit of stew. Not just with parsnips, there's going to be other ingredients in there as well. You probably knew this. Right, yeah, I'm going to see what I can get. I'm going to have a look, see if there's a couple of decent leeks as well, because they can go in there as well. Hello, I'm standing here in this cold, wet, horrible, dank, has been raining all day allotment, and the only way to lighten my mood is to take it back in time. This particular variety is the Gladiator F1. Right, the humble parsnip then. What I've done is, you'll notice that most of the foliage has died down on these. Well, all the foliage has died down on these. If you look at the entire row there, you can see it's completely died back. Some of them have started to sprout back. You can see the line, you can see the fresh growth on them. That's obviously them getting ready for their second year. Parsnip is a biannual plant, so it'll have its first season where it puts loads of energy into the root, and then the second season where it'll actually grow and grow and grow and produce seeds and reproduce. So we're going to get them out in the first season while all that goodness is still in the root. What I've done, simply just dug a trench down each side. What I didn't want to do is stick the fork in the soil and risk impaling them. Well, I've got a train thundering by at the minute. What I didn't want to do is stick the garden fork into the soil to try and lift them, because these are quite long. You see from the root on some of these, you know, that I'm either going to snap them or impale them or something. So that's just what I've suggested to do at this point. I say, lesson learnt number one: thin out your parsnips better. These are all sitting practically on top of each other, and obviously that's going to have them competing with each other for resources. So you're going to get a lot of tiny little ones. To be perfectly honest, you go in the supermarket, you're going to get a lot of little ones anyway. Big ones maybe a bit woody. As you can see, because I've dug the trench either side as well, it just allows me to get hold of the tops, and there's no damage. Oh, did you see them? They were kissing. Oh look, they love each other. Sorry. Oh dear, excited. Look at him, they're getting a bit bigger now. It's a nice tasty looking one there. Apparently a parsnip always tastes better with a frost on it. It helps change some of the starch into sugars, sweetens them up a bit. So really, ideally what I'd want here is I'd want parsnip, 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 very well distributed, but these are all sitting on top of each other. So it's quite late in the year. I could have started lifting these months ago really, but what with my short break from allotmenting for a few months, these will have to sit and wait. Doesn't look like they've suffered really for it. I'm just opening up a trench, there's about a metre's worth here, out of a line of maybe 4 meters. Some of the bigger ones have been fairly stubborn. You can see there exactly again just how close they're all sitting together. and that's a mistake on my part, novice gardener year 1. If you want to learn from it, you can. You make the same mistakes. I really don't mind. That's how I learnt. Amazing just the amount that I'm getting out of this small space. Oh, he's a bit of a beastie, which means, oh, I didn't get all of his root. I got enough. That one is showing a little sign of something, a little bit of rot on the top, but that's such a big beast, and cut that out. It's a really good site for parsnips. When I first took it over, there were parsnips absolutely everywhere. They did self-seeded, I'm assuming, because they weren't in any sort of pattern. Oh, you're not having it. Stubborn little fellows. But anyway, hopefully you can see what I'm going for there. Absolutely lovely. I'll get them washed up. If there's any that are too manky, manky being rotten or full of holes or obviously diseased in any way, I'll chuck them. But all the rest of them are coming home with me. So that's it. Saturday's a bit of a washout. It is what it is. You can't beat the weather. You can just go with it. Part of working in the great outdoors, isn't it? I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully we'll get something done.